Well, I'm gonna fire up the app here. Try to remember where I left off last session. Well, let's start things up. So, if you didn't catch previous streams, this app is running Rails 8 alpha, and I was able to use the user authentication generator to generate this sign-in form here, and literally it was probably like 2 lines of, so you run Rails generate authentication, and that generates your migration and generates your authentication concern, sets up the user model. So it basically gets you up and running. Even if you have, if you're using Tailwind, it will generate the Tailwind classes for this. So like this was basically how it came out of the box here. Pretty handy. If I can remember my password. Go. All right, so this is the today screen. You can move back and forth between your days. You can see previous days. So for example, that was scheduled for that day. You can click on what to do, go into it, see the description, you can edit the title and all that stuff. And the last thing I think I was working on, I'm just gonna check. Let's see here. Added box controller and box ID to to-do. Right. So I don't think I got anywhere on actually building out views yet, so I'll start on that. So basically a box is going to hold to-dos. And oh, hey, how's it going? Toops96, doing good. How are you doing? So I'm going to check to see if I have my routes created. So I do have boxes. So I should be able to go to my controller. I have index. So what do I want to do here? I want to be able to find or get all boxes that belong to the current user. If I remember correctly, we set up a method called accessible to user. So that's it right here, which basically will grab the boxes that are, or checks to see if a box is accessible to user. How's the Rails stuff going, 296? So basically, I need to probably create another method here to find any boxes that are owned by a user, and then also where the user is a member of it. That will be for I don't need to do that yet because the Teams functionality. I don't have a team concept here yet. I will add that in, so I'm not gonna go down that path yet. Chose to go with Java and Spring Boot due to more opportunities. Yeah, I mean you gotta do what is available for you to do. So that makes sense. It's kind of what I did with. I mean, when I got started with PHP, that was kind of the reason I went down that, just because opportunities with doing different kind of freelance jobs and stuff like that. All right, so I want to do a method here called box.owned by user, and then I need to create that. We'll go owned by user. Let it default to the current user, and then it'll be basically box.where. Go to remember what the columns were for this. RC box.new. So it'll be box where ownable type is a user. So I don't have anything else right now. And then the ownable ID is the user ID. And then let's just order that by name. Maybe we'll go add a status here. We'll just default to nim. No, we don't need to do that. That complicates it more than we need to. I'll just leave the visibility out as well. Okay, so owned by user, boxes. Let's see if that works here. Shouldn't get anything. Oops. Box.owned by user. User first undefined method owned by user. Because there we go. I know we already do have a box set up by this user. Okay, cool. Well, let's do that. So you have boxes, and now go to, actually, let's go to our, do an index yet for this? No. Any views? No. Okay. Boxes, we'll create index.html.erb. Sure, Kitty, you can have access. Just say boxes. And let's see if our page is working. There we go. And I'm going to go grab from our to-do show, grab this title area here. Actually, no, I don't want that one because I don't need the turbo frame. So let's call this page boxes. Oh, let's call it boxes. Let's change our new path to a new box path, so we can create a new box. I don't think we need anything in there. We want the plus icon. See if that works. There we go. Now let's show some boxes. Boxes.each do box, and then go with background white, rounded, XL, shadow, padding, let's try 4, and then throw a 3 in with the box dot name. And what else do we want? Probably want maybe, let's go with this. I think I want, what do I want here? I want let's go a count of completed to-dos and to-dos. So let's call, what do we want to call these here? So just go box.todos with the status of to-do dot count. Now this is going to give me an n+1, so I'm going to have to correct that, but let's just finish writing this here. We'll say like that, and then maybe I will also add an icon. So with the circle again. I believe it's iClass FA regular FA circle. And we'll just add a little bit of spacing in between that and center that vertically. So let's see how that looks. Or if it even works. All right, undefined method to-dos. Okay, so let's go to our box, which belongs to but doesn't have. So it has many to-dos. There we go. All right, cool. So I got around the house, 0 to do. Need to make that clickable to actually go into it once I create the show view. I want to change some styling here. Let's go class text slate 500. Didn't mean to close that. I don't know what happened there. Okay, let's go back to box index. Whenever I'm streaming, I always feel a little cramped, and it's like my muscle memory is a little bit off. At least that's my excuse for that. Let's add that up here. You know, I'm going to switch over to my Zen browser because I've been wanting to actually start using this more. I've liked what I've seen from it so far. So I'm just going to set it on here. All right, let's get back at her. Okay. I can close Firefox. Put some music back on. I don't know what's going on with my... I have these shortcuts set on here, and like Alt T should take me to my terminal, and B should take me to my browser, but it's really just glitching right now big time. I'm gonna adjust my raycast settings here because this is gonna drive me nuts for the rest of this stream if I don't. Let's adjust my browser because I'm gonna use Zen, so I'm gonna go get rid of that alias B. And let's go to Zen, add that as a B, and then I'll go there. That should take me, there we go. Then T is supposed to take me to, you know, I have two terminals open. That's probably what the problem is. I'm gonna go close the other one. Let's see now. Okay, B, T. There we go. We're back in action. All right, so where was I? Setting up these boxes. So I got the count here. I'm going to add in account for completed as well. So I can just go, again, this is going to be, these are going to have some n+1s here, but I will adjust that a bit because basically right now this is going to query these right from the view. We don't really want to do that. So let's go completed. So that'll just grab the completed to-dos and get the count, and I'll just change this to say completed. And then I will say I want the server. I'm not going to try to remember this. Okay, let's go font awesome. Font awesome. Let's go. No, I want icons, and I want circle check. Circle check. Yes, that one, please. Refresh. Undefined method completed. Okay, do I not have that as an enum? Let's check. To-dos. Oh, to-do. Enum status. Okay, it's complete. No, I don't like that. I want it to be completed. Well, these are the kind of things that seem meaningless, but I find if I don't get them right at this point, they just bug me later on. Completed or complete? A to-do is complete, a do is completed, a do is complete, then complete. Anyone have an opinion on that? All right, there we go. Spacing looks kind of stupid on that. I don't like the darkness of that check. Should it be like this? Go flex call gap on. Better. Let's throw some class MB2 under that. A little much. Let's go MB1. All right. You know what? This is going to need to be a grid. Let's go class grid. Grid calls 3 maybe. Gap 4. Okay, I think that's an alright size. I think I want this whole box to be clickable. Let's change the size of this title or the font weight. I think I want this to be font medium. Yeah. All right, let's go. Link to box. Do. Get rid of this. No, not all that. Just this. We will take this from here, delete to the end, and let's add that here. Okay, it's now clickable, and let's go hover, border. Well, first let's go border white, and then we'll go hover border teal 300 maybe. A little bright, I think. You know, I'm gonna make this bigger on my screen because it's probably easier to see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Okay. Let's... All right. We can click on a box. There's no view for that yet. Click on new. There's no view for that yet. Let's fix that so that actually goes to the right place. So that is under nav. Yeah. So boxes path. So go back to today, and there we go. Okay, so let's commit this. Go box. All right, say set up box index. Okay, let's do our show view. Box controller, box show, box equals box dot accessible to user. I believe that's what it is. accessible to user, yeah. I don't know if I want to use this here though. Basically, I just want to limit my. I want to make sure that a user can only view box. What did I do in to-dos? To-do controller. So I haven't even finished that setting that up yet. Okay. So right now, the to-do can be viewed by anyone if they have the proper ID. So I need to address that. Do I have a method for that? To do. So I have an accessible to user. I'm trying to think what I've done in other projects. Whoops. Yeah, like I guess I can just. So one of my other projects here, I'm just raising an exception, saying not accessible. If it's not accessible to user, I think that's fairly straightforward. Because otherwise, it's not too complicated. But basically, at this point, it's pretty easy. You can just check if a box is owned by an owner. But once I add in the teams aspect of it, you'd have to check if the box is owned by a user, or if the box is owned by a team which the user has access to, and so on and so on. So I think just keeping it simple like this will do the trick. So I'm gonna go raise not accessible if box, no, we'll go unless box. I have that method already, I believe. Yeah, no, that's to do. Box is accessible to user. Accessible to user defaults to the current user, so it's going to raise an exception if this returns false. And then we can go on to grabbing the to-dos from here. So I want to go to-dos equal box.to-dos order. Well, I know I don't want to necessarily order them. Order them by completed, I guess, from status. Descending. And then by name. Whoops. Okay. And then. Okay, it says undefined method. Accessible to user. Why? Probably because this needs to be like this. No, it doesn't. Okay, so box.accessible to user. Did I spell this wrong? Accessible to user. Accessible to user. Oh, here. Okay, so let's go find params id there. Now we're getting this again here. Okay, there we go. So I just need a template now. Let's go to box index. Let's create our show. This one I'm going to copy from our to-do template. To-do show. And let's go all the way to the bottom. So copy that. None of this is going to work. So we'll have to rename some things. We'll go name. Box name box okay, what am I going to want to keep here? Status. Do I want the status? Yes, I do. I don't want the same type of status though, so I'm just going to junk that. I don't need a due day. I do want a description. Okay. Do we not have a description for a box? You know what? I kind of want a description. Okay, let's create a description. Add box ID to to-dos. That's my last one. Let's go Rails generate integration add just. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I want to use action text for this, and then I don't even need to do a run a migration. So I'm just going to go box. Go has rich text and description. I'm going to go back to our show view. Yeah, that should do it, I think. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so have the box view working here. I want to show to-dos for this that belong to this box in here. All right, so let's go here. Let me think here. I want to grab, I don't want to have to rewrite to do, so I'm going to see where I've used this. So let's go to day show. I believe I have a partial here. So day to do. And I do have a partial. Now this partial little has buttons that are specific to days. So for example, here is going to a particular path that's related to the day controller. So it goes to the days to do controller. So I'm just going to copy this. And we'll create a new partial under boxes called to do, just over at B, and you paste that in. So we'll use TurboFrame and just realized I should probably keep an eye on the chat in here, because last time it froze in OBS. All right. So basically it's going to be identical. The difference is that when we check it off, it's going to hit a different path. Just do this the same way. See how that looks. Does not work. Bum. Undefined column name does not exist. For to-dos. Because there is no name column. Where is it getting that from? Line 41. Let's go to boxes to do. Let's just not render this yet. Let's just go hello. So where is this name coming from? Is there a name in here? I don't think so. Oh, I know. Box controller. Yeah, order by title. I don't know. Okay. I thought this box had it to do. Box.count, we only have one, so let's go box first, box.todos, there are none. Let's build one, to-do, box.todos, build, to-do, title. What's this box called? Around the house. Let's say, I don't know. Take out the garbage. Let's go to due date dot date dot current. Let's go tomorrow. do dot save. Why won't you save? Tell me. Created by must exist. Okay. There we go. No, let's just go like that. Okay, cool. That won't do anything at the moment. Clicking that will take me there. That's good. Okay. Let's just commit some stuff. Say added description to box. Say set up box show. Well, let's make this work, I guess. We're gonna have to do the same thing as in the days. So we'll Rails generate controller boxes slash to dos. That just created to do box to do controller, and then I can go update. Let's split this. Let's go grab day to do. No, day to do controller. Let's grab this. Go up here and do that. Do that. Let's grab this. Go up here and do that. Let's not do that. We're going to redirect back to our box path with our date. No, we don't need our date string. We just need our. Just go like this. Let's go box and go to do. Don't even need to do that. Let's just go to do. Actually, yes, I will. That box. All right, so we update our to do. We grab our box. We redirect back to box, and want to use turbo frames here. Okay. Oh, I know. It's not going to the right path. Okay, let's go back to our box to do. We don't have a route set up for that yet, but this will need to be boxes. Resources, to-dos only. Update. I think I want to go shallow E for true. Just want to make sure that I have that correct. So rails, routes, shallow. G, shallow. Shallow nesting. One way to avoid deep. I was just kicking my mic cord. That probably made not nice noise. One way to avoid deep nesting, as recommended above, is to generate a collection action scoped under the parent, so as to get a sense of the hierarchy, but to not nest the member actions. In other words, to only build routes with the minimal amount of information to uniquely identify the resource, like this. Yes. Because we don't need, because if you do this, you have to pass in the article ID. So if you want to go and create, or say you want to, yeah, like, so if you had the show included here, if you had the show included here, you would need to include the article parameter and the comment parameter to view it, or to, if you had the update. So I don't want that. It's just super annoying, and there's no real benefit to it. So this idea starts to balance between the descriptive routes and deep nesting. There exists shorthand syntax to achieve that via the shallow option. So it allows us to do that. Okay. All right, so I have to-dos only. Now let's just see what route is actually for boxes. I should go. Oh yeah, I ran into this with the up here. Seems like the route doesn't get created. Let's just try this here. If I go show and update, what happens? So I guess it's doing exactly what it says it's doing, right? It's just not creating... It's not creating this under boxes. So I'm just going to do this here. So this is how I don't want to have to provide the box ID. I still want this organized like this so that these routes are, so I can basically have a separate update action when it's coming from different. Well, that's what I should be doing, is setting our redirect to variable or attribute. Might be what I should be doing here. Maybe. Let's try this. Link to, yeah, that's good. To do boxes path does not exist. Box to do, so it's just box to do. I think I'm going to change this, but let's just get this working here. Huh. Okay, let me just think this through here. So, because I've set up these kind of controllers, but maybe what I should be doing is using, well, I was going to say I should be using do controller, update and use this. I could do that. So if I just pass in a redirect to attribute, I can basically set it up so that it, yeah, redirects to wherever I want it to go. The only problem is that, like in this case here, I'm redirecting to the box. That's not going to work. All right, let's just go with the original plan. Rails are out. Boxes. Oh, okay, I do have boxes to do. What the heck? What was I looking at then? What in the world? To do. Box to do. where's it trying to go here? Initialize concept. Box. So it's looking for box to do controller instead of boxes. I'm surprised that's what it's looking for because it's under the collection. So we have like boxes here, right? So that's the problem. You know what? Let's just destroy this controller we had. So we'll go Rails generate new controller, and we'll go box / to-dos. Let's grab this. Let's go to box. Let's add it in here. Destroy our Rails destroy controller boxes to-dos. Now let's go back. Take out the garbage. There we go. Is it preserving our scroll position? Can I make this super small? No. Scroll like this. Oh, come on. There's no responsive. Zen, come on. Alright, I'll open fire our Brave for this one. Okay, let's see if it preserves the scroll position. It does. It didn't take me back to the top. Okay. So there's seriously no responsive. Is there anything else I can add in here? Custom. I don't want to add a custom device. I just want to be able to control. That would have worked for what I was trying to do, but all right. All right. We can update the status from the box. What else do I want to do from the box? I should probably be able to edit a box. It's not doable yet. Kind of want to write some tests. Kind of want want to write some tests? Let's do that next year. Okay, I need a. I think I have a user. Good, sure. User.yaml. How do we do this again? Okay, let's see here. So it's password digest equals crypt password dot create password 123. Then password digest. Okay, I think that should work. Let's go user dot email equals nil. Should not save without an email address. Undefined method users. Okay, how do I get it to recognize the fixture? Probably have to rename it users. Undefined method email because it's email address. It's failing. It's not saving. But pass the test is failing. even though it's not saving because we're in an active record, not null violation. There we go. Okay. It also needs to be looking for uniqueness. So I'm gonna go uniqueness true. Okay. Now let's go and should not save with an email address that already exists. So user.dupe. Passing. Let's make this fail first so we know it's working. All right, so duplicate key value. So, I mean, it's protecting it at the database level, which is good. We'll also just put this in so that our validation covers it, and then our test passes. Okay. All right, what do we want for some to-dos here? Going to want it to should not save without a created by user. So if I go to do equals to do dot new title, Okay, so that passed. Let's just make sure. So if you assert expected false to be truthy, so to do save is failing. Tell us why. Validation failed, created by must exist. So this validation is being auto added by active record because there's a belongs to association here that is not. So this one here is optional. This one here is optional. This one is not optional. And so there's a validation. So go back. Assert not. Get rid of that. And there we go. Okay. What else do I want to test here? Boxes are optional. We don't need that. This shouldn't even be here because I added that by mistake, I think. Because use assignments. Yeah. So we don't use an assign to column. Well, let's check. Let's make sure these methods here are working. I'm gonna set a default value here. We'll go default to do. Let's go test should not save without a status. Let's set up a fixture actually. Created by logo users fire due day date dot tomorrow status to do. And don't bother with the box ID. Let's call this boxes. And yeah, create one with a box as well. Let's call it box full. Then I'm actually gonna have to set up a box fixture as well. So we'll go boxes. Give it a name. A box. What else do I need? I need an ownable type, which will be a user. A ownable. Can I just do? I wonder if I can just do this. Ownable users. Status will be open. The visibility, I don't even have visibility set up yet or decided on yet. So let's do that. Let's check if these work. Okay, so to-dos, boxes 1. Let's go up here. Let's go dev setup. Actually, don't need to do that. Let's go to do equals to do's. What did I call it? Boxless. And we'll go to do dot save, but it has a status, so let's go to status nil. And let's go insert not. Should not save if it doesn't have a status. I don't have a validation for that yet, so this should fail, I believe. That's a lot of errors. Okay. Foreign key violations should not save with an email address that already exists. 4 errors. So why did everything start erroring? We just had the user tests working. Foreign key violations found in your fixture data. Ensure you aren't referring to labels that don't exist on associations. Error from database. Insert on update on table to do violates foreign key constraints. Wah 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 wah. Quite possibly. Does it want the ID here? Hey, I should have just done one of these kind of like one at a time here, because this is a pain in the butt now. Okay, I think I might work backwards a little bit. Let's time out. Time out. Well, that's not right. Or it is right. But my naming's confusing myself here. So I'm thinking boxless makes it sound like it is a box, but it's not a box. It's a boxless to do. It's a terrible name, but this will pass because it'll fail because it should save. Okay, let's go RT. How do I? Okay, I think it's used to R back in my day job and my test slash model slash box test RB. I think one runs, one errors. Okay, so it's just run the one test. So it should not save if there's no ownable type or ID, form key violation found in your first year data. Okay, let's comment some of these things out here. What did I add? I added to-dos. Let's do this for a moment. The users were working. I don't think I added anything else. So, boxes, a name, ownable. That could be that ownable thing in there. Quite likely. Oh, maybe not. Okay. That's looking better. It says failure should not save if there's no ownable type. Expected true to be nil or falsy. And it was true. Okay. So now if I go box dot ownable type nil. I'm gonna break this down. Let's go. Should not say if there's no ownable type. So the ownable type is nil. This should not save. There we go. Okay. Let's copy this. Let's go here and should not save there if there is no ownable ID. Let's get it to let's get it to fail the test first. Okay, so got one passing, one failing. Now still one passing and one erroring. Wrong constant name. Okay. Okay. So it is not liking this. So we'll go user. The ownable type is user. We'll go ownable ID. Users are like that. Now let's see. Cool. Passing. Let's run all the tests. We are failing on our to-do test now. All right, moving on to the to-do. Let's go back. Do's. Let's. Okay. For the U for a second. Let's go back up to to-do test. We'll call this one to-do without a box. Just without box. Okay, to-do without a box. If it has a status of nil, it should not save. Need to add the ID here, ID here. Let's get rid of this one for a second. There we go. Okay, so it's not liking that, probably because Consider update on table to do violates foreign key constraint. Something with that fixture is not liking. Take the garbage out. Oh yeah. I'm just forgetting the ID here. There we go. We add this back now. It should be good. There we go. Okay. So it should not say without a status. That is correct, right? So it has a status. Okay, so it's actually. Why isn't it? Why is that? Failing. I don't think I have a validation for that yet. Record invalid, validation failed, created by must exist. Is there not a created by ID there? I have to do this. So the name is Quantum Fire. Should be able to go users Quantum Fire. not users. It's just that might be our problem here. Okay, yeah, there we go. We have a created by ID now. Alright, so I was implementing those associated users wrong. In that case, this is also incorrect. This should be like this. Do that anywhere else? Users, no. Boxes, yeah, there we go. Okay, so I wonder if I could have gone. Let's try this. Let's go ownable, and you know what? Let's try this. This is a polymorph association, so I don't know if this one will work like this. Let's try it. Six assertions, one failure. We're failing on, should not save without a status. Okay, so I don't think we even need that. Let's try this now. Six runs, six assertions, one failure, no skips, no errors. So, and our failure is on, should not save without a status. Okay, that's what we want. So, because we have no validation for that yet, so let's go to do. Let's go validates status presence true. There we go. Okay. Bum. Just want to double check that. That should fail. Yeah, good. Sweet. Let me think. Is there anything else I want to check for here? Oh yeah, let's do the day. Might as well. Let's go test. Should. I mean, it can save without a day because that's not really. Let's just go test. Should have a valid day. So I believe set that to so the day should just be the due day. So let's go assert due day. equals day.date. We're not actually checking the due date, so let's go day.date equals the due date. Should fail. Expected false to be truthy. You know what? I should be using a different method for this. It shouldn't be Rails testing. What are my assert options? Okay, assert equal. Expected and the actual. Okay. Assert equal. Equal. That should still fail. Different dates, yep. So, and then this should equal the to-do.due day. There we go. Perfect. All right, I'm good with that for a starting point for the to-do tests. And what do we have there for boxes? Yeah, I mean, there's not much more needed for there right now. Should not save this to ownable ID. Anything I want to check, test, to do. For to do with a box. Anything I want to test for to do with a box. Can be nil. Maybe just that. No, I was thinking if a box exists, but yeah, let's just leave that. Okay. So we'll say to do validation. To do validate status. To do validate status. To do and box tests. Could also do some tests for assignments. So assignment shouldn't save if it doesn't have a to do or a user. You know, I don't even have a validation place for that. So let's check assignment. Yeah, okay. So a to do can have multiple assignments. So that means one to do can have assigned to multiple people. It means a user have an assignment to multiple to-dos. So my had a to-do here, which is ensure multiple assignments cannot be created for the same user and to-do. All right, so that can currently happen, and we don't want that. I think I'm going to pick up on that next time. I think that was some decent progress for tonight. Got some tests written. Next time, all right, so next time, let's do tests for assignments. Implement this validation so that multiple assignments cannot be created for the same user and to do. And then what else? Keep working on these boxes so that we can actually create a new box and edit a box, change the status on a box, and so on. All right, well, that's it for tonight. See ya.